There are two words that I absolutely hate to hear. You've changed. I have been told since I started my fitness journey, you've changed. You're a different person. And I have trouble with this. Not because I think physically I'm the same person, that I'm still 350 pounds. That is not the case at all. And that is not what people are implying at all. They're implying that I have changed who Aaron is. Not physically, but in my actions, how I carry myself, and things like that. What I would love to be able to get across to people: no, I have not changed. Aaron is the same person. I am who I always have been. I'm just not afraid to be myself now. For me, losing weight gave me the freedom to be me. I wasn't afraid to just open up and say, you know what, here I am. Take Aaron for who he is, or leave him for who he is. It has offered me an opportunity to just open up my life to others. People don't understand that. When you are a larger person, you build up so many walls in your life. You are just afraid. You're afraid of life. You're afraid of being who you are. You're afraid of being true to yourself. You're afraid of wearing what you want to wear. You're afraid of going out on a date. You're afraid of opening up about your truths, the things that make you who you are, because of nothing more than your size. So when people tell me, Aaron, you've changed. No, Aaron has not changed. Aaron is the same person today as he was when he was 350 pounds. But what has changed is that I'm not afraid to be me. I am not afraid to say, look, that's bullshit. I'm not afraid to say, hey, you're an attractive person. How are you? Can we talk? I'm not afraid to be me. And when someone says that I've changed, it bothers me. That is a huge thing that I struggle with. Another thing that I would like to talk about in this video is the fact that skinny does not equate happiness. Being smaller does not guarantee that you are going to constantly have a shit-eating grin on your face. It does not give you a certificate to say, well, here's your ticket to happy. No, just because someone is small, it doesn't mean they're happy. Just because someone is skinny, it doesn't mean they're healthy. Just because somebody is skinny, it doesn't mean their life is some way, somehow significantly easier, significantly better than yours. Because there is no difference between how someone who's been small their whole life or someone who's been big their whole life, how they've been judged. We would like to sit here and say, well, when I was 350 pounds, people made fun of me. Yeah, they did. There were people who called you fat. There were people who called you fat ass, Lordo, Dumbo, something. They have called you names. But you know what? Just how they've called you names, they've called a skinny person names. They've called a medium-sized person names. They've called gays names. They've called lesbians names. They called African Americans names. You know, it's not this thing where we like to think that it is. It's not, oh, well, I'm overweight, so people always single me out, so once I lose the weight, it will be different. No. I'm sorry, I would love to say that that's the reality, that once you lose the weight, life just becomes perfect. But the reality is that you are still going to have struggles. You're still going to have people who look at you like you are worth nothing more than the ground that they walk on, if that. There will still be people who call you names. There will be people who still call you fat, even when you are a very healthy, average size. There will be people who completely just make you feel like you are worse than shit. That is just reality. When you start this journey, we like to think that once we get to our goals, our life will be nothing but happiness, rainbows, unicorns, and glitter. But you know what? That is not the reality. The reality is that life is still going to be hard. Life is still going to be a battle. Life is still going to be a challenge every single day. People will always be mean. People will always poke judgment. They will always make fun of you. They will always try their best to make you feel uncomfortable, just so they can feel better about themselves. That is what being a human is. We will always, forever be judged. It doesn't matter if you're 500 pounds, 700 pounds, 200 pounds. It doesn't matter what you are. Someone will always pinpoint something to criticize you on. You have to learn to love yourself for who you are, not for who others want you to be or who they judge you because you are. You have to stay true to yourself. You have to stay true to who you are as an individual. Do not equate losing weight with finding your happiness, because happiness does not lie in a number on the scale. Happiness lies within you. You can be happy and be 700 pounds. It doesn't matter what you weigh, what you look like on the outside, who you hang around with. If you're happy on the inside, then you'll be happy. But if you go into a fitness journey and you hate everything about yourself and you just constantly focus on the physical aspects of it and never challenge those old ideas of hating yourself, then even when you are to a healthy weight and your goal body, you'll still be battling those demons. You have to learn how to love yourself for who you are today, or you'll never be able to love yourself for who you are tomorrow. Alright, guys. Hope this wasn't a little bit dark, I guess, but it's something that has to be said. People have the notion that when you lose weight or when you change significantly that you change as a person. No. You're just not afraid to be who you are, most generally. And also, as I said, people assume that once you lose the weight, you will find some great happiness and be handed this golden ticket to a land of nothing but bliss. And that is a lie. You will have days where you struggle, regardless of what size you are. You have to learn to be content and love yourself. Love yourself for who you are today. Love yourself for who you were when you started, and love yourself for who you're going to be. Alright, guys. Have a wonderful day. Keep checking out the page. Bye.